Heyo, LPS. Good morning. Happy Friday, my friends. We are having our weekly Friday feels. And I gotta say, this Friday, I think I'm feeling the Friday part more than I normally do. It's a beautiful day out. It's May. We are celebrating some exciting things around here at LPES. Earlier this week, we had School Nurses Appreciation Week. So a special thank you again to Mrs. Cifelli for everything she's done this year. And we're also, the entire month of May, celebrating something really important, bringing our attention to something really important. And I'm wondering if any of you remember what it is from last week when I had the other Mrs. Heffler here. Think about it. Yes, we talked about Mother's Day. Yes, we talked about Teacher Appreciation Week. But it was something else too. Mental Health Awareness Month. Say it with me, either out loud or in your heads. Mental Health Awareness Month. When we're talking about mental health awareness, when we're talking about our emotions and how sometimes they can feel like they get out of control. They can feel like they're taking over ourselves and our behaviors and making us do all kinds of things, or making us feel ways that we don't typically feel, or making us feel ways that maybe we don't like to feel. Feeling really sad for long periods of time, feeling really upset or anxious or nervous. And all of us, we all have mental health, just like we have physical health, right? Just like we keep our bodies healthy, we also have to work to keep our minds healthy. And that's what May is all about here at LPS, for us at least. We're talking about how we can work to keep our mental health good and strong and do things that can help us, just like you might take vitamins every day. The reason you take vitamins is so you don't get sick, right? And so your bodies can get bigger and stronger. Some of the things that we can do for ourselves can help us to make sure that our minds and our heart and our emotions, they get better and stronger, and we don't have problems with our mental health too. So we are going to be talking today a little bit more about all of that. And we actually have a special guest coming up in a few minutes. I hate to tell you this, it's not the other Mrs. Heffler. It's someone even better, though. We are actually, for the entire month of May, going to be talking to some other mental health experts who work in our school district. So you might know me because you see these videos each week, or you see me in the hallway, or I come into your classes. But we actually have a lot of other people who also kind of do what I do. Maybe it's a little bit different, but their main job is to help kids. And we're going to be talking to all of those people throughout the month of May. So you're going to get to meet some new people. You're going to get to know some names of people that you see in the hallway and you're like, I don't really know what that person does, or I don't know who that is. So hopefully by the end of May, you'll have a better idea of the other grown-ups in our school who are really focused on your mental health, on helping you stay happy, on helping you feel good, on helping you work through the times when we don't feel good, which is totally normal. But before we do any of that, I have a lot of energy today, and maybe you do too. And I know either whether we have a lot of energy or we don't have much, whatever's going on with us, we can always help ourselves kind of get settled by checking in with our bodies, by checking in with our breathing, and by really staying present in the moment right now. Not thinking about what's to come this weekend, not thinking about whatever's happened already this week. So for right now, before I pass it over to our first special guest for the month, why don't you settle down in your chairs, wherever you are, at home, at school, wherever it might be. Sitting up nice and tall, let's roll our shoulders back a few times, getting those nice and relaxed. Okay. All right. Take a big deep breath in and let it out. Now, I've had a lot of you come to me in the past week and come up with ideas for things that we could do for breathing exercises, and I love it. We're going to do 2 of them right now, and then we're going to do a quick senses check-in, and then I'm introducing our special guest. So, first one we're going to do is a full body exercise one, and I really like this one for kind of waking you up, getting some energy out, and getting you settled too. So once we do it, it's a little bit easier to get back to whatever school work we were doing. So this one, what we do is we're actually going to stand up and breathe in. Sorry, my head got cut off. There we go. We're going to stand up and breathe in, and then we're going to sit down and breathe out. Let's do that one a few times together, okay? Get your chairs ready. If you're at school, you're a little farther away from your desk maybe. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we stand up and breathe in. And we breathe out and sit down. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Sit down. Can we add our arms in for a stretch when we go up towards the sky? Ready? Breathe in. And sit down. Breathe in. Sit down. Last one, guys. Breathe in. And sit down. Nice work. All right, let me get myself settled back in too. Okay, we should be sitting back down in our chairs. This next one came to me from my friend Brandon. So Brandon, thank you for this one. I really love this idea. And what it is he calls it mountain breathing. Now you can do this in two ways. You can do it with a piece of paper and a pencil where you're actually drawing these mountain tops, these mountain peaks, or you could just do it in the air. Now, the nice thing about if you do it with a pencil on a paper is when you do it and you finish, then you can kind of color them in, color in these mountains, make them look like actual mountains that we might see outside. But for today, because we're on limited time in the morning and some of you may or may not have pencils and paper easily accessible, we're just going to do it tracing in the air. And so what we're going to do is, in a moment, you're going to picture what it looks like if you were looking out and seeing all of these beautiful mountain ranges. If you've ever gone hiking, maybe you've seen some mountain ranges. That means lots of mountains off in the distance. If you've ever gone to another state, like you've ever gone up to maybe Vermont, or you've ever gone out west, like like Colorado or places like that where there's lots of mountains, lots of hiking, then you might be familiar with this idea of all these mountains, one after the other after the other. And that's what we're going to picture in our mind today, in our mind's eye. And it's also going to work to give us that image of a peaceful place. Okay, so get yourself settled. Let's just take a deep breath in through our nose to start, and out. Go ahead and take your finger. You're going to start. You can start from whichever side, doesn't matter. And let's go ahead, take one more deep breath in without moving yet. And I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, just find a place to kind of focus your eyes, focus your energy. And we're going to go ahead and draw those mountain tops. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. We're going to do it one more time. This time, even if your eyes are open or closed, either way, I want you to really picture what those mountains look like. Are they snow-covered? Are they green? Do they have lots of trees? Think about how strong and sturdy those mountains are, connected to the earth, right? Rising up from the ground. And you're going to feel that same kind of connection with the earth right now, with yourselves. So really, if your feet can touch the ground, great. If they can't, that's okay. But if they can touch the ground, really feeling that ground beneath you supporting you, feeling your chair beneath you supporting you, and just quietly in your head say, I am strong. I am strong like a mountain. Okay. You don't have to say it out loud, and it doesn't mean strong like lifting weights strong. It means strong in here, strong in here. Because I know all of you are my friends at LPES. All right, picture those beautiful mountains again. Let's do that exercise 3 more times. 3 peaks. Ready? Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Carrying the peace of those mountains with you, carrying the calmness of that image with you throughout the rest of your day. Whatever else is going on around you, you can find that peace inside. You have it here. All you have to do is take a moment to breathe and check in with it. Picture those things that make you feel calm, happy, peaceful. So, as I was saying, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have some special guests this month. and I'm really excited for our first special guest. This one is perfect, especially for my fourth graders, because she is the middle school counselor. It is Mrs. Puri. So Mrs. Puri does very similar to what I do at LPES, but she does it for our students who are in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So she works with the older kids. Now, the way that we do our things are a little bit different. She's going to meet more with you one-on-one. She talks in her video about how she helps you get ready for the next step after middle school. So when you get to 8th grade and many, many years from now, she's going to help you going on to high school and things like that. She has a really important job. But at the end of the day, what Mrs. Puri does is she helps kids. So I'm happy to introduce my friend, Mrs. Puri, and I hope you enjoy getting to know her a little bit better and going over some ways that we can work on protecting and strengthening our mental health. Enjoy LPES, and I will see you all again next Friday with some new special guests.
Hello, Lincoln Park Elementary School. My name is Mrs. Puri, and I am the school counselor here at Lincoln Park Middle School. I would like to say a special hello to all of the fourth graders that will be coming up next year. We're really excited to have you in the middle school. And another special hello to all of the other grades. I hope that your year has been okay so far, right? It's been a little bit of a weird year, but we're almost there. We're into May. So I wanted to take some time during Mental Health Awareness Month to say hello and to introduce you guys to the middle school counseling office. This is my office. So we can take a quick tour, right? It's not very big, it won't take long. So here's the door to my office. If you come to see me, you will come in through this door here. Here's the door. Here is a desk where some of the kids write at. If you have work to catch up on, or if we're doing some kind of an activity together, you might sit here at the desk. I have, let's see here. Here's another chair where you can sit. There's plenty of seating here. I also have a bungee chair there in the background that kids like to sit in and jump. Mrs. Puri does not like to sit in that chair because it makes me nauseous. I guess I have a little bit of seasickness when I get in it. Here are my shelves. I am from Texas, so I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. Here's my mom, also from Texas. I hope I'm not making anyone nauseous. Here is a board of how to make decisions and getting out of your comfort zone. My desk. And this is where I sit during the day when I'm working. So now you know what the school counseling office looks like in the middle school. And just like Mrs. Heffler, my job at the middle school is to help students to process their feelings, right? To talk about their feelings, maybe to get help with their feelings. I also help students with academic planning. So I help kids to be organized for their studies and their classes. I help out during graduation and communicating to the high school, which I know seems so far away for you guys, but I do help with that here. My favorite part about my job is talking to you guys. The weather's been so nice lately that I've been taking kids out for walks, and we've been talking outside to try to get as much vitamin D as we can, right? To try to get outside. So that is my job in a nutshell here at the middle school. So I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about self-care. So how many of you guys know what self-care is? I'll trust you to raise your hands, even though I'm not here to see you. So self-care means taking care of yourself, right? Taking care of me. Taking care of yourself is really, really important, because when you take care of yourself, that means that you're taking care of your health, and it means that you are better able to be there for your friends, you're better able to be there for your family, and it helps you to be able to concentrate better in school, right? When you take good care of yourself, you're able to do good things, right? It helps you to be available to those who are around you. And when we take care of ourselves, it's much easier for us to work through uncomfortable feelings, right? So sometimes our feelings can be uncomfortable, like when we're mad or we're scared or maybe we're nervous or very frustrated. And so if you're not taking good care of yourself, when you feel mad or nervous or frustrated, it can be harder to do the things that we need to do during those times, okay? It might be harder to focus in class, or it might be harder to play with friends because you're feeling upset. So when we talk about self-care, we talk about making healthy choices for our bodies and for our emotions, right? For our feelings. So some examples of self-care would be eating well, right? So we know maybe the food pyramid, or, things that we can eat that are healthy, like fruits and vegetables, eating whole grains, eating protein, things like that, making sure that we're eating good things for our bodies, making sure that we're drinking plenty of water. Mrs. Puri has her water bottle here. I drink a lot of water. So drinking water throughout the day, making sure that we're getting plenty of sleep, right? So going to bed at a good time and getting sleep. Mrs. Puri is in bed at 9 o'clock because I'm tired all the time. And then I try to make sure that my lights are off by 10, which might be really late for some of you guys. In the middle school here, kids go to bed at all kinds of wonky hours. So I hope that my elementary school kids are going to bed at a little bit of a better hour, right? A little earlier. Playing is a great way to practice self-care. We can play with, that might be building things with Legos. It might be playing video games. It might be doing imaginative play. Maybe you're dressing up and putting on a show, Play-Doh, coloring, all kinds of fun play things, right? I was a big Barbie fan. I was playing with Barbies when I was younger. So playing is a good self-care activity. Another one is going outside. The weather is gorgeous. Look, it's beautiful outside. It's sunny. I think it's like 70 degrees. The birds are all out there eating the snacks that the kids drop during snack time. They're enjoying it. So going outside is a fantastic way to take care of yourself, right? And probably one of the best ways to take care of ourselves is to spend times with those that we love, right? Spending time around people that we like to be around, that we care about, that we love. So to give you a few examples, I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I do for self-care, in case you wanted to know. So I love to be outside in the sun. Being from Texas, I do like the warmer weather, and winters are very hard on Mrs. Puri. So when it's sunny and it's warm outside, I love to sit in the sun with my sunscreen on, right? You got to put your sunscreen on. I love to exercise. So during the week, I do yoga. I like to go walking. I like to ride. I have a bike at home that I like to ride. Not a big fan of running, but I do it sometimes. But I know other people like to run. So that's a great way to take care of yourself. I like to play with my son. I have a 5-year-old son who will be starting kindergarten next year. And so we love to play together. And I love to spend time with my family and my 2 cats, right? For any of you guys that have pets at home, spending time with your pets can also be a great way to practice self-care. Some of you guys might have dogs or cats, fish, rabbits, turtles, hedgehogs, buffalo. I don't know what you guys have, but spending time with pets is a wonderful way to practice self-care. So boys and girls and everybody else, those are just some great ways that we're taking care of ourselves, right? Lincoln Park. So I hope you enjoyed learning about self-care. Before I go, another great way that we can practice some self-care and we can handle some of those bigger feelings that we might feel in class is to practice what I call my 3 Bs, right? So breathe, break, beverage, right? 3 Bs. So breathing in class, I know Mrs. Heffler talks to you guys so much about that deep breathing, the 5-finger breathing. She's talked to you guys about the box breathing where it's counting to 4. So any type of deep breathing is really, really beneficial for our bodies and for our minds to get us focused. So deep breathing is something that you can really easily do in class. Taking a break, that's another one. So maybe getting up and going to use the restroom, right? Just sometimes that walk to the bathroom and back is helpful to reset our minds, especially if we're feeling anxious about maybe a test or a project. Taking that break can be helpful. When I need to take a break, I go to talk to Mrs. Nilsson in the office next door and just say, hey, and then I come back to my office. Another great way to take a break is having a beverage, right? We talked about that water. It's important that we stay hydrated. It's healthy for our bodies, right? So break, beverage, breathing. Those are some great ways to take care of ourselves while we're in class, right? Because unfortunately, I can't bring my cats with me to school, so I can't do that self-care in class. But I can take a break, I can do some deep breathing, and I can have a beverage, and that helps me to refocus and calm my emotions if I need to in class. All right, kiddos, I had a really great time talking to you. Teachers, I had a great time talking to you guys too. I had a great time talking to everybody. So happy Mental Health Awareness Month. I hope everyone's having a wonderful May, and we're gonna have a fantastic June, and then it's summertime. Yay! All right, guys, everybody take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.